Good morning. It's 10:15. I'm so tired, but they're done. So, and I've measured for my cables, so I'm gonna back the truck in and load it up. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Good Lord, am I tired.
Welcome back to Hell Week.
All right, so I want to do an experiment here. I've got, last time I did these cable rails, I sort of made everything up. And so now I want to do an experiment to come up with a formula to show me how much cable it takes to span a certain distance when you factor in the cable ends. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some cable, I'm going to cut a 10-inch section, because 10's a nice easy number, and then I'm going to crimp the ends on both sides. And I'm going to see how much cable, how much length that adds to the overall. So there's a 10-inch piece of cable. I've got my two ends, so I'm going to crimp these on. Okay, so there's our little mini cable. So the two ends being crimped on added exactly 5 inches to the whole thing. Those are great round numbers. So basically I subtract my distance. So let me run some math. So for all of these, I'm gonna draw this out. So through bolt, that means it's gonna go all the way through and tighten on the outside, versus thread. That means the front face of this tube is tapped and it'll be threaded in, okay? My measurement from the back side of this tube to the front side of this tube is 91. Now we know now that a 10-inch cable becomes a 15-inch cable when you put the ends on it. So 91 minus 5, I'm trying to figure out the cable to cut, right? So 91 minus 5 is 86. If we cut a cable at 86 and put ends on it, it'll be 91. Okay, well, we need it to go into this tube some, and we need it to go all the way through this tube with a nut sticking out on this side for a nut. So 86 plus 2 gets us all the way through this tube to the outside face, because these are 2-inch tubes. Okay, so that's 88. Well, we need it to stick out a 1/2 inch past here so we can put nuts on it. So 88 plus a half is 88.5. We also need it to stick into this tube a little bit, but not more than half, because you have two coming in at the same angle. Less than an inch, and call it 3/4. So 88.5 plus 3/4, 89.25. So now I know that if I have my measurements, all of these, right? I take my measurement, because I measured them all the same, and basically I can look at this and go, all right, if I have my measurements 91, I need to cut my cable at 89.5, which is a difference of 1 3/4 inches. So all these measurements, I just subtract 1 3/4 inches, cut my cable, and once I put ends on it, it should all work properly. I sure hope that makes sense to somebody out there. It's this kind of, you gotta take it step by step so you don't miss anything. So what I'm gonna do is try to put this into practice, see if it works, and if it does, then I can take all my rails to the powder coater. Whew. I sure hope you guys appreciate how much I'm filming while I'm so under the gun to get these done. This is how dedicated I am to YouTube here at Lift Arc, and bringing you guys along through Hell Week. I'm really just trying to give Walker all kinds of footage so that when I'm out of commission for 2 weeks, you guys can still have videos. So who knows when you're watching this, but thanks for watching. Let's make an actual cable for one of these rails based on my new math and see if it applies everywhere. And then if it does, I can take all these to the powder coater. Let's do that. All right, so that's the one I just tested, was this short run here. So what this should allow me to do, is thread thread it in 3/4 that way. Stick this through enough. Why is that wrong? It's too long. Why is it too long? I swear, y'all, this is tough. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I didn't need to add the 2. So I measured here. I thought I was measuring here. Yeah. Subtractive manufacturing, folks. Okay, I made another one. Let's see if this is right. All right, we got our formula. I think that's gonna work great. So we thread in, probably put a lock nut on that. Thread in 3/4, come through, enough space for a tension nut and a cap nut. Everything looks good, all is well. The one thing I could do is cut these and bury more of that in there so you see less fitting and more cable, but I don't think it's gonna matter. And at this point, it's just an extra step I'd be adding, and I think it'll look fine. I'm gonna go ahead and load up that section and these 2 straight sections into the Isuzu and take it up to twist and turns to get blasted and powder coated. While that's happening, I will figure out whatever the hell I gotta do on these sloped sections. Oh, this day's only getting started, folks. I'm not gonna bother taking you guys to twists and turns. I'll see you when I get back. All right, viewers, well, here's where we're at with this. We made a cut partial way, almost all the way through the pipe, because I need to make, you're okay. I need to make these subtle bends, 175-degree angle. So instead of doing 2 pieces with a subtle miter, I cut 90% through the pipe, cranked it open, and then now I've bridged the gap. So I've got my notch on one end, notch, bend, and there'll be a notch over there. And these will be the bottom ones. One will be clocked with the bend down, and one will be clocked with the bend up. So I got 4 of those to make, and they'll be notched in the middle. And I'm hoping all this lines up. What could possibly go wrong? There we go, viewers. You cut almost all the way through. And now we bend. All right, status report, everyone. It's 9:30 again. We've done it again. Wasted another perfectly good day in the fab shop. Listen to that Miller hump, huh? Steve and I are coming down the home stretch. This is the second of the stair rails that I was cussing about this morning. We modified it pretty significantly. Added a little kick at the bottom. Yeah, we got all the time in the world, man. It's only 9:30. We got these. Steve's got this one done. I got my pipe bending and welding method down now, so yeah, we'll get that.
Did it pull to the?
Yeah, pulled perfect. Sometimes I had to recut the tack and do it again, but.
Farting.
That's a familiar sound. When the gap's so big, you can hear it echo in the tube. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I am so pleased. We got everything. This fixture table is barely big enough to hold this thing, and it is perfect. All we had to do was, I knew this was long, so we had to trim that, and we had to take like 3/8 off of here. But that is mighty satisfying. And there's 2 of these, so now that we have the fixture table set up, we can drop the other pipes in. This will go real fast. So I'm just gonna MIG weld these joints. Probably come back and TIG these just because it'll be easier, but it's all right. Montage. It is 12:45 and we're almost done. 12:45. It is now Thursday morning and we are almost done. I gotta finish weld the thing behind me. Steve's working on some cool handrail stuff. Let's show you that. Let's show you what Steve's working on. Steve's working on the garnish.
All right, now capping the end.
Look at that. Look at that.
Circles.
Shout out plasma table. Boop. All right, I gotta flip this and TIG weld that side. I got one done over here already. Here we go, last one, baby.
Getting better at this.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think the pulse actually makes filling gaps a lot easier.
Kind of makes everything easier. I kind of wish the pulse would stay on a little longer. Like,
Well, I can make that happen.
it's all right, I'm gonna-
You can pulse everything from 0.1 seconds to like 50 times a second.
Yeah.
You can have it
Like,
there.
I want to be able to pull the weld down a little.
Oh,
and
right.
like the time that it's on runs out before I get.
Oh, right,
I'm having to move it real quick.
right.
But
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
there's always one more thing. Right?
this is the last weld that we can remember.
It may be the last thing I read.
Yeah, might be the
Where's the welder?
the welder's the big blue thing over there in the corner.
Wait, am I the welder?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta turn it on.
That's
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down to.
I adjust the machine.
Aren't we all just part of the big machine?
I'm not gonna do skippity poppity.
1, 2. That's it, folks. Yeah. Eat and eat.
Is that all you do? Just a little zip,
all I did.
one little zip zap?
I hope that's enough. That's all I did on all of it.
Great.
You know, it's real strong.
That's true. Okay.
All right, we made it.
Oy. Well, I've consumed 5 beers, and I've had
5 cigarettes.
I've had some tobacco to keep me awake. Steve's done. Oh, come on, God damn it! Come on, man! You fucking motherfucker!
Is your battery die?
No, it's doing all kinds of shit I have never seen before. Come on. Okay. There it is, folks.
Yeah.
The end of, well, it's
It's just the beginning.
it's the beginning of the end. It's 1:45 a.m. Thursday morning. Steve and I just finished fabrication on all the railings. I sure hope for the last time. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. If they're wrong, it's not happening until October. Behind me are my 2 rails, and behind me now is this last of Steve's rails. And tomorrow, well, I was gonna say tomorrow morning, but in about 6 hours, I will be bringing them to twist and turns. Look at that. Took some 1¼ pipe, made the actual grab rail.
I like that thickness.
I think it feels great.
Yeah.
It looks good too. So the cables will still be there, but that's the part you grab onto, and then on top of the 2x will be wood.
Yeah.
And then this
This is the required 42-inch railing. And this is
yeah.
to code handrail.
And then from here, because that's the left side, there'll be a straight that continues. The other one just stops. There we go. All this can now be sandblasted. Hey, guess what? It's out of our hair. Time to write an invoice. That's a marathon, my friend. I'll be in bed in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and drink some whiskey.
Yeah, I think I am as well. I might not wake up tomorrow until about 10.
Yeah, this is my second night in a row like this. Although this one beat last night by 2 hours.
I'm happy I joined you on this one instead of the last one. I went home last night early.
We undid half of what I did yesterday.
Yeah, all that great work you did last night. Well, 2 nights ago at this point.
Yeah, right. That was great.
I've been in this
What day
position
is it?
before where I try to like talk at the end of a long day and it just doesn't work out. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna shut up and give you some beauty shots of our work, and then I'm gonna go home and go to bed. Goodbye. Cause you're right. You've seen this shit at restaurants and stuff in the
you
public.
go to restaurants or like, you know, the park.
I have an album on my phone of terrible welds I've seen around town, like signposts.
At these?
The fun part though is like now I've been in this position. Now I feel I'm in that position.
All flat right in there.
Right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Those are my favorite because those I could do on the bench. Look at this bad bitch here, huh?
That little ring worked out good.
That was good. I think that was a bearing race or something I had over there. So in theory, this will be. God damn, my fucking balls hurt. This will be 6.5 inches up there, yeah. Dude, the past 2 hours I've been walking like this. I defy you to show me another fabrication team that would have done this. They're all smarter than us. Hey Steve, tell the people thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Good morning. It's 10:15. I'm so tired, but they're done. So, and I've measured for my cables, so I'm gonna back the truck in and load it up. gonna start the literal 2-block journey to go to Twist and Turns. They do sandblasting, powder coating, fabrication. They're over there. Oh my God. In a perfect world, I would have been able to test fit these rails in raw metal form before I get them powder coated. But I don't have, there's 0 time. These are getting powder coated whether they are right or not. Here we go. These twists and turns. And I gotta drop the rails off down here, I think. Well, shit. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Oh God. I laid the crossbar on the top of the cab and it just slid off the back. I'm glad that happened here instead of on the road. Good Lord, am I tired. But hey, all the metal sections of these rails are officially out of my hands. Feels like, it's like that feeling at the end of the school year when you take your final exam and you're like, I don't know if I got it all right, but man, I did my best, and there it is. It's officially turned in. So all I gotta do now is make cables while they are blasting and powder coating. So I have a reasonable amount of time today to do all that, because there's no way that they're gonna blast and powder coat all those rails before I get a chance to put together like 60 cables. So I have a moment to breathe. Man. Well, I'm glad you guys have been on the journey so far. And we'll see you in a bit when I make some cables, and then after that, we'll go install, and we'll have the big payoff. I mean, installation apparently is happening today, so we shall see. Stay tuned.
So you just walked in the door and flopped down.
Hello, viewers.
How long did you say you were here last night?
Well, they probably just saw the clip where Steve and I were losing our minds at 2 in the morning. Yeah, man, it was a long night. It was a long night. We got it all done, though.
They're there.
I brought all the rails. I filmed that, too. I brought all the rails to Twist and Turns this morning. Yesterday was, I did the math, it was a 17-and-a-half-hour day yesterday. I just want a vacation so bad.
See, Tay, the problem is you don't work hard enough.
Who are you, my brain? Ugh.
Yeah, take a good little nap. Rest easy, my friend.
Make me pretty on the TV.
You got it. Anything for you, King.
Okay, last step in this cable railing saga is the first part of that 2-word phrase, cable. This is an assembled version of what I'm going to make like 60 or 70 of right now. This is 1/8" stainless cable. I got it in a roll. This is a 600-foot roll of 1/8" stainless cable, braided cable. I've made a jig here using a 2x6 with my different cuts. So I went through and measured all my railing systems, how long I want the systems to be, and I came up with a formula to calculate the loss of these, the distance loss with the ends. So what I do is I'll start by pulling this out. I got this little weight here, and I'll just put it right at the line. And then this roll of cable came with this sweet set of cutters. So I have my cut line that I measured everything from. Cut it. And then I grab two of these stainless crimp-on fittings. Put this in like that. And this is a crimping tool that you can use for all sorts of things. Just kind of eyeball where to crimp. I just try to crimp them the same, about 1/4 inch in from each end. And I'll crimp it again. There you go. And believe it or not, that will hold a lot of tension. I've used these exact systems before on other jobs. So then you just do it again. Make sure it's pushed all the way. And there you go. So this is for one of the shorter rails. I'm gonna make 20 of this side, I think. No, 10 of this side. But anyway, so I got 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70 of these to make. But, you know, I'll do it in an hour probably. I mean, that was 30 seconds per piece, so I'll be getting faster and faster at it. And then for the angled parts, we have these 30-degree washers, which are sloped washers. So if you think about it, the post of the stair rail will be here, you know, and the holes come in at an angle. So the angled washer here allows us to tighten the fitting down at an angle.
Smart.
Yeah, all this stuff's on Amazon. It's great.
Hey,
like
there
you can always, everyone can build these.
One thing is your arms are gonna be tired tomorrow. You're gonna have crimp cramps.
Crimp cramps. My arms are already tired. My back already hurts. I got a bunch of these that angle, but we didn't end up using these, so I'll come up with
Those are wacky.
Yeah, you can like go straight in, and then the cable can go
Interesting.
every which way, but I didn't end up using those. So anyway, it's cable making time. I'll hit myself in the tooth.
And Taya's vacation is canceled for a dentist appointment.
Well, vacation's canceled anyway.
Yeah.
I have to work.
Right.
I've had a moment to reflect here while putting these cables together. And it's almost metaphorical in a way. I'm coming down like just this is the last thing, you know, and it's I had a feeling this morning, I think I explained it in the camera, but it feels like your final exam at the end of the school year, and you're like, well, I don't think I knew all the questions, but damn it, I turned in a completed Scantron.
Yeah.
And
you didn't just draw a Christmas tree on
yeah, I didn't just pick all C's with a D here and there to make it random.
Somebody ready for sweepy time?
Bro, the crazy thing is, I'm getting on a plane to Chicago at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.
So you got about 12 hours.
12 hours. In 12 hours, I will be on an airplane heading to Chicago. For the next 2 hours, I'll be installing rails.
God damn.
And then probably some sleep in between there somewhere.
Ideally. Oh yeah, happy 18K by the way.
Oh, we hit 18,000?
Yeah, we hit it yesterday.
Word.
Yes, sir.
It's 18,000 you out there that clicked the red button. How about that?
Uh-huh.
Keep it up.
Look at that.
She is number one. Looks good.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot of work in the back of that truck.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a lot of I hope it fits in the back of that truck. No going back now.
No, sir. They better redo this, everything else.
But yeah, you better change your deck on your
Yeah.
Well, I'll finish the last 8 cables and we'll go to the fire station.
Sure.
I've never, you know, this is stuff that like happens on TV shows all the time. You know, they're like, we got a week to build this car. The painter stayed up till 2 a.m. Body guy stayed up till 4. Nobody got any sleep. Everybody's tired, but we pulled it off.
Dude, remember? Of course you remember. Pimp My Ride.
Oh yeah.
It's no wonder that all of those cars ended up being like trashed after, like a year after the show.
Yeah. Well, they only worked on them for a few days. You know?
Yeah.
And it was funny, like, yo, we heard you had fish growing up, so we turned your car into an aquarium.
Yep.
And you're like, yeah, but the motor doesn't work.
Yeah.
Did you fix that? Like,
We put a TV in your motor.
yeah. Chances of all these fitting is almost 0, right?
You never know. Don't jinx yourself.
I'll be there at 5.
Howdy. How's it going?
What's happening?
Not a whole lot.
Documentation.
Stair spine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that was you as well?
I did all that.
Holy crap.
What's the deal? I'm wearing your colors and you're not
Yeah.
wearing your own
All
colors.
mine are ruined. I really want to see if this fits.
Test
This
it up.
is the right side of the stairs. Well, how about that? Math f***ing works.
Well, something does.
There it is. How much better do you feel now?
How about that, huh?
Yeah, we can move them anywhere.
All right,
I
what's
think we
next?
hit all the critical dimensions. Well, now you're the install master, so how do you want to tackle it? I don't get excited about much, Greg. Vacation's pretty exciting. That's coming soon, I hope. I didn't know they were pouring new ramps, so obviously those came.
This place looks great. It
do you
looks
think?
great. It's awesome. It's
Oh, by the
awesome.
way,
What a
my
transformation.
dad Mike's back again.
Last
joined
time,
the team.
last time I was here, easy on the old
Sorry,
man.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I'm just carrying
I'm fragile.
Sorry.
I'm fragile these days.
Yeah, I imagine last time you were in here, it's a big
It was
difference.
a huge mess. No ceiling.
Yeah, didn't we? We tore out some of that ceiling. We did. And then they had to put it back up.
Yeah.
As things
We
go.
won't go there, architectural people.
But it looks fantastic. I guess they caulked it and painted it and all this
Well, they
stuff.
did a layer of plywood, 2 layers of drywall, which is a fire barrier, and then they tried to put it straight up, so they had to build a grid back out. So you got 1x1, 2x1s, 2x2 grids. You had to do through this whole thing, and that's how it was hung originally.
That's
Good
exhausting.
Lord.
So this is the old fire station #1 that we've been talking about this whole series. We're downtown Roanoke, right by Market Street. like early 1900s building, late 1800s or early 1900s.
Yep. This was a Victorian firehouse, and the dorms were upstairs.
And so those are now boutique hotels.
Wow.
I'll go get some tools from the truck, I guess.
All right.
So this place opens in exactly 1 week.
Yeah, can't you tell they're ready to open? It's almost done.
And what's going to be in this main downstairs area?
It's going to be a furniture store, furniture showroom in the downstairs area.
When are they going to have time to move their furniture in?
Yeah, I don't ask questions like that. I consider it a miracle that I got rails here on time.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm trying not to be cynical. The whole thing's awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cool spot.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to have some lift arc stuff in here.
Yeah.
Sure does look like a mountain of work still to do. Always comes strapped with a Leatherman. You see that thing come out? That thing came out with a vengeance.
That was muscle memory is what that was. It's like,
You know that exercise in school where you have to like create an instruction manual for something as an exercise to study descriptive language?
Yeah.
I've learned a lot today. I'm not getting out of here for a while.
No. Makes a lovely sound.
What? Yeah.
There's a lot more people here than I expected.
Well, Roanoke is bored.
Furniture store. Oh,
Honey, something to do. The other rails
what is this line for? Is it a line?
alcohol.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Code legal.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But the Historical Society actually said if you can preserve them the way they are, they can remain this geometry.
That's
So
amazing.
this is all original, like 100-year-old stairs. This is going to be the boutique hotel area. These are all original floors. They look fantastic.
They really do.
Nothing smells like fresh paint.
That's all I was saying. It smells like restoration.
That's what's up, man. What's going on? What do you think?
Incredible. Yeah, you must be exhausted. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Rhodes, the man behind
The man behind the miracle.
That's about right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So there's a bunch of these. So these are like the rooms. There's like
These are
five of them.
yeah.
This is a nice view.
Where was that valve again? Oh, there it is. Hey. Okay. So here we are, opening night at Fire Station number 1, aka the new texture furniture showroom in downtown Roanoke. I am truly amazed that it's open and that this is actually happening, because the last thing you guys saw was the state in which it was in when we were installing the rails. So the amount of work that must have happened between then and now is astronomical. So honestly, hats off to Greg and Dale, you know, who made this happen. I mean, shout out time, Texture Furniture, incredible company, all locally made here in Roanoke. Greg with Construction Unlimited, the Wilkinson Group, development. Like everyone in Roanoke is here right now. And it's the space has never felt smaller. And it's a bit more of like a, it's not black tie, but it's like it's a bit fancier than I think either Walker or Shelby or I were ready for. So the rails are in and they got capped, and the other rails that we built, the round tube rails that couldn't even be installed last time, fit perfectly. I cannot overstate how excited I am to see those, like the plates actually match the contour of the ground well. So this is a great day one to my vacation.
Yeah.
Nothing says the beginning of the week like Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People were asking, when does your vacation start?
Right now. Vacation starts right now.
When was it supposed to start?
3 days ago. But that's okay, at least it's here.
Yep.
I feel like a different person.
Good.
I'm quite pleased with everything that happened. There's a lot of eyes on my work tonight.
Yep.
They don't know it's my work, but doesn't matter. It fits the space. On to the next one, but not in the next 10 days. Thanks for watching. Walker and I are going to go continue to be underdressed.